Full Metal Hell here. We got a little something showed up on the doorstep today. We're going to go ahead and do a little unboxing vid. Not quite sure which one this is, but we will find out in just a second. Got an old silver boat on deck. See what we got here, y'all. See what we got. Looks like somebody's already been off in this thing. Ooh, don't want to cut that. Old silver bullet sharp. Alright, what do we got here? Wow, I wonder why it's cardboard wrapped around the front of it. It is the, this I believe is the WLTOYS, what is it called? 272, I believe, hexacopter. It'd be nice if you could see the front of it. I don't know, must got a hole in there or something why they did this. Let's see. No? Okay, it's just to protect the actual quadcopter. That's kind of cool. That was cool for shipping, I guess. It is. So, what do we got here? This is the WLTOYS. It says tracker for some reason. Not really sure. This was courtesy of GearBest. The only thing throwing me off is the thing that says tracker, because I remember this was called a 272. There it is. A Q272. Okay, that's what it was called. Just want to check. For some reason, it doesn't say it anywhere except right here in this little, looks like a little parts number. But it says tracker on the outside of the box. So, anyway, that kind of threw me off there for a second. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Looks like everything is kind of slides out here. Alright. Nothing else in the box. Alrighty. We have, what do we have underneath here? We have some spare props. Actually get 4 spare props, which is cool. That's actually pretty cool. The USB charger on this end, and this end is specific to this quadcopter because it does have the built-in battery, kind of like the Zinlin 165, I believe it was called. Yeah, that quadcopter also had the built-in battery, like this one. Except this is not a quadcopter, it's a hexacopter. Let's go ahead and we can get this guy out of here. Alright. Look at that thing. Wow, that is cool. That's super cool though. A little bitty hex. It looks like a little bitty MJX. You know, it looks very similar to the MJX quadcopter. It's like a pretty good sized battery off in there. You really can't see what it says. It's too bad you really can't read it. You can almost kind of make it out, but I think it's 100 milliamps maybe. I don't know. I can't really tell. It says 3.7 though. Pretty neat little guy here. I wonder if it has lights though. Let's see. Go ahead and turn this thing on. If it does, that battery sure is dead. I don't see no lights, y'all. See nothing coming on. But we will do a little flight of this guy and find out. I'm gonna go ahead and charge it up and see what we got. We got the manual here, which is, wow, a lot of Chinese. Let's see what we got. Alright. Basic trims. Your basic book. I don't see a parts list though. Yeah, well, I guess there is kind of a parts list. It's like a exploded view of the quadcopter. It is, wow, that's a really small little guy here. Very much like the Zinlin 165 controller. Actually, it's very similar in size. See what it takes here. Wow, there's no screw in this one, which is odd. I'm surprised because there's a place for a screw, but there's not one in here. Wow, you know what? This takes 2 AA's. Wow, that's sweet. That's actually really nice because most of these little controllers don't take AA's. They take AAA's. So that's actually a good thing. Let's see. Yes, these buttons do click in. Okay, this one don't click in. This one does. That must be something to do with flip or something. I don't know. We'll find out. These buttons feel like they're real buttons. Has trims just on this side, on and off switch. Well, that's it for what was in this box. Wasn't a whole lot in there. Your book, your quad, your controller, and USB charger, and 4 extra props. Alright folks, just want to give you a little quick update on this video actually of the WLTOYS Q272. Actually, first thing I want to show you is the similarity in shape to the MJX. This is the 800. This is not the 900. The 900 is small, similar to this one. They both kind of got the same little eyes, as you can see in the front. You know, I believe the 900 is pretty similar to this one. This is, you know, like I said, the 800. But just wanted to give you guys a little size comparison. It's actually the same shape quad, very similar in the shape of the quadcopter. Pretty neat. Just also want to show you guys something that I didn't quite get right earlier. Was there is a full extra set of props. There's 6 props in here, so you know you do get a whole set of props, not just 4. These red props also for daytime flying. These red props make it really easy to keep your orientation. It really makes a big difference having these red props in the front compared to having like all the same props all the way around. You know, I wish MJX would have incorporated the same idea. Put a couple of different colored props in the front would have been nice. So that does help with orientation. And I'll tell you something else. This thing has really cool lights actually. It has these blue eyes that actually shine through the front of the body really good, and it has red lights that are, you can kind of see them in the arms here, and they glow through this body good, real good actually. So this is a good night flyer actually. I was wrong, you know. I didn't see any lights because when I first turned this on during the unboxing, the battery must have been really low because the lights did not come on at all. Charging time is about 1 hour. It takes about 1 hour to fully charge this guy, you know. A little longer than a Zenlin for some reason. I don't know why. It's, you know, I believe it's a bigger battery. I believe this is a little bigger battery is why it takes a little longer for charging. And that would make sense considering there's 6 motors to push instead of 4. But this controller, honestly, is almost the same as that controller. Very similar controller to the Zenlin X165, I believe it was called. I mean, it's actually, you know, believe it or not, yes, it's a very tiny controller, but it feels pretty good in your hands. And I'll tell you what, guys, this one, I highly recommend this one. This one flies really, really good. I mean, really good. Yes, this one yaws. When you yaw, you know, spin it, it stays in one spot really, really well. You know, it doesn't shoot off or drift off. You know, it stays in that one spot, which I have said this before. That makes a big difference in the quality of a, you know, in this case, hexacopter, not a quadcopter, but it makes it way more enjoyable to fly. Because I'll be honest with you, when you go to spin it around and that thing is shooting off any direction, you know, that's not fun. A lot of these little guys, you could have them perfectly trimmed. I mean, you know, perfectly trimmed. You know, they're sitting in one spot, but you go to yacht and they just shoot off, you know, one way or the other. So this is a very good flyer, folks. I highly recommend this one, actually. It's a lot of fun so far. I'm really digging this one, actually. Oh, I'll tell you what. This thing has a lot of punch out, too. For a little tiny guy, and it is a little guy, this thing here has a lot of punch. The yaw, okay, the yaw increases from low, okay, there's only 2 rates, too. There's 2 rates. There's low and high rate. There's not 3. There's only 2 from low to high rate. And in high rate, I'll tell you what, the yaw is really pretty decent on this. A pleasure to fly this thing. And it flies good indoors or out. Alright, folks, I want to show you something, too. When you arm this thing, it's 1 click up and down, and it's armed. This is your rate button. 2 beeps is high, 1 beep is low. This is your flip button. Headless. And this, I believe, does have headless mode, too. Both of these down, you'd think that would calibrate it, but it doesn't. It'll keep blinking. And I'll tell you what, like I got it sideways. So that's headless. Now, to get out of it, same thing. Just hold the two sticks out into the bottom, and that'll take you out of headless. I take that back, folks. You don't have to do that to get into headless, okay? To get into headless, all you have to do is click this in, and that'll take you in and out of headless. Okay. Not sure why this puts you into headless mode, too. Not really sure. But, let's see. Let's see if it'll stop blinking in a minute by holding these in. See if that actually calibrates it. No, it doesn't. Alright. So those two ways will put you in headless mode for some odd reason. Not really sure why. Let's see if we can calibrate this. Try it both ways. Try like this. Nah. Can't seem to figure out how to calibrate this one, folks. That just puts it in headless. Okay, anyway, we're going to do a little flying before the battery does die. So I know that's what you guys want to see. That headless and the one key return, if it does have it, you know, honestly, to me, are not that important. And excuse the mess in the old hobby room. More and more insane all the time. It's like the more quadcopters and hexacopters that I get, the more crazy it seems to get. Anyway, this is low rate, y'all. Alright, we're going to go ahead and switch her into high. As you can see, the yaw does increase. That's high. We're going to put in low, then back in high. Okay, so the yaw does increase through the two rates. What else? Do a flip for you, too. Do a real quick flip. One thing, this one does kind of go up a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. You don't want to be too close to the ceiling, though, when you do decide to do one. All right. She does good flips, though. I'll tell you what. Sideways. Let's see if we can do a backwards one. Backwards. Yeah. Actually, she does really good flips. I mean, all in all, I must say, guys, this is a really great hexacopter, man. I mean, and it's got a lot of punch out. A lot of punch out. I mean, insane amount of punch out. That's the funnels. Alright, cool. It's tight in here, though, y'all. Oop. Don't want it to see on. As you can see, though, the lights on this thing actually are really good. The red shows really good in the back, and the blue eyes show really good in the front. So this is a good night flyer. Actually, we are going to take it out front for just a few minutes, just to show you what it looks like at night. All right, and I'll tell you what, man, this is a good flyer, guys. This thing really is really easy to fly. It's actually one of the better small little guys that I've had and done reviews on lately. Actually, this is one of the better flyers that I've done reviews on lately. There she is, old Bentley Bentlers. What you doing, mama? You want to check out the old hexacopter? Huh? You want to be in my review? All right, come here, girl. Yeah, this is one of the better hexacopters, or quadcopters for that matter. You know, in this size class, this is a really fantastic flyer, guys. I actually like this better than the Zenlin. The Fineco quad actually was a pretty good flyer, but this one, the throttle is not so touchy on this one. Yet it still has plenty of punch out, but the throttle's not quite so touchy. All right, we're going to go out front and show what this thing can do. All right, folks. Full Metal Heli out here at nighttime with the WLTOYS Q272 Hexacopter. Just want to show you what it looks like at night with the lights. Not sure how long it's going to fly for because we were doing a little indoor flying with it, but flight times actually, honestly, folks, are really pretty decent. Actually, flight times are pretty decent on this thing. Probably close to about 5 minutes, honestly. It's a good little hexacopter, man. I really like it, man. Let me see if I can show you the punch out. Nah, she's dead. Well, that was a real quick flight, y'all. But just want to give you an idea of what the lights look like at night. And yeah, she does fly really good. She's got a lot of punch out, man, and she's a fun little hexacopter, man. I highly recommend this one. Please like and subscribe. Peace out.